Hi and welcome to this Easy IELTS Speaking. My name is Chris and I'm an IELTS expert. I'm a Band 9 scorer and a native British English speaker. In today's class we're going to look at IELTS Speaking Part 2. In this module we're going to look at hobbies and free time as part of our course on the Speaking Part 2. We're going to look at some example questions. In the exam, in Part 2, you will be given a speaking topic card. It's important that you look at the card and assess the questions really carefully. Question 1 says, describe an activity that you enjoy doing in your free time. Explain what this activity is, how long you have been doing this activity, and why you enjoy doing this activity. Another type of question may be, describe a hobby or pastime which is popular in your country. Explain what this hobby is, why people do this hobby, and who does this hobby. In today's class we're going to look at the first example question, and it's extremely important that you pay attention to the sub-questions that you will find below. So you will have 1 minute to prepare your answer. You will also have 1 to 2 minutes to speak. Let's have a look at the sub-questions. The first question says what this activity is. So it's important to describe the name of the activity. Question 2 is how long have you been doing this activity? So the examiner is going to be listening for an answer to this part of the question. And finally, why you enjoy doing this activity. So it's important that you give a reason. Let's look at my plan. I'm going to talk about football. I'm going to say that football is important to make friends, to socialise, and to keep fit. In the exam, you don't need to mention all these points, but it's good to make a list of a few things to help your memory. I'm going to say that it's for all ages, but for mostly under 30, so I'm going to talk about football and why people do football. I'm going to say that I take part in a club, some competitions, I play with my friends, and I play five-a-side. And I'm going to say that I've been doing it since school or for about 20 years. These are just things to help me. So we'll have a look at an example now. Imagine that I'm in the exam and I have the examiner sitting in front of me. Allow me to talk about a sport which I play once or twice a week, which is football. And I've been a massive fan of football since I was about 10 years old, and I've been playing since I was about 12 or when I was in high school. I'm not sure if you know about football, but it's a really popular sport in the UK, and it acts as a great way to keep fit. I do it so that I can see my friends. We normally get together once or twice a week, and we play in five-a-side football championships and tournaments, but we never normally win because the other teams are better than ours. It's a really common sport in the UK, probably one of the most popular in the world actually, I'd say. It's undertaken by mostly people under 30, and the majority of people who play football are men. As I mentioned, I really love doing it because it's a great way to socialise, and we often go and have a drink in a bar after playing football, and it's just a really nice way to spend time with your friends. So I'd like to look at some of the language that I use during my speaking. Allow me to explain, allow me to talk about. I'm a massive fan of. This means that I really like it. I'm a massive fan of football. I've been playing since. This is a grammatical structure which is advanced, and it's the present perfect continuous. I've been playing football since I was 10 years old. I'm not sure if. This is an example of a rhetorical question where I ask the examiner a question but I don't need a response. I'm not sure if you know about football, but it's a very common sport in the UK. Get together is a phrasal verb, so I get together twice a week with my friends. And finally, never normally win. So if you really like this class, I'd like you to come back into a future class. I would like you to share this class and give us a like. Thanks very much.